Are unilateral calisthenics exercises all hype, or are they actually worth doing? Let's find out. You might think that exercises like the one arm push-up, one arm pull-up build crazy amounts of strength, especially something like the one arm pull-up. Well, I'd like to correct that statement by saying that they require a lot of strength to perform. And to build enough strength to be able to do a one arm pull-up, you don't just do one arm pull-ups, you do other exercises. The one arm pull-up is a skill in which you use your current strength. The only people who can get bigger or stronger by doing one arm pull-ups are the people who can already comfortably do a few reps. I mean, what do you think is one of the best exercises for one arm pull-ups? It's the weighted pull-up, a bilateral exercise. Yes, there are other exercises like the one arm pull-up negatives and bands, but those are more to build specific strength for the one arm pull-up. But when it comes to building general brute strength and muscle, weighted pull-ups are king. This brings me to my next point, which is progressive overload. It is actually quite difficult and complicated for unilateral exercises. So for example, people say, oh, once you can comfortably do archer push-ups, just do one arm push-ups. But the problem with that is that number one, it is a very big jump in difficulty, and number two, you have to learn a completely new technique. I mean, if you were to just do weighted push-ups, you could just add 5 pounds each time and linearly progressive overload that way with relative ease. The area where one arm exercises actually do build a good amount of strength is in the connective tissues, the joints, tendons, ligaments, etc. So for example, if you want to do a one arm pull-up, that does require quite a lot of strength in your connective tissues. This could also be a downside of these exercises because they are riskier to do, and on top of that, you can't do them very often, which is not good if your goal is hypertrophy, because for hypertrophy, volume and frequency is important. Another problem is the high skill requirements. So for example, if you want to do the one arm push-up to build your pushing muscles, then that may not be a great idea because it does require quite a lot of effort to stabilize yourself, and on top of that, as you get closer to failure in the set, maintaining your technique becomes even harder. So this could shift the focus from the main target muscle to other areas as you're struggling to maintain the technique. I'm not saying that all one arm calisthenics exercises are bad. There are some that are great for hypertrophy, like the one arm ring bicep curl or the one arm row. So if you want to do one arm calisthenics exercises for hypertrophy, then pick the ones that are number one, convenient and easy to progressively overload in, and number two, which are not that technically demanding. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do one arm exercises at all, like the one arm push-ups or the one arm pull-ups and things like that. If that is genuinely one of your goals, then yeah, you should go for it. But just know that for building brute strength and also muscle, they're not the most ideal exercises out there. Only learn those exercises if your goal is to learn those exercises and be good at them. But when it comes to actually building strength and muscle, things like weighted dips, weighted push-ups, weighted pull-ups are always going to be superior. So that's pretty much it for this video. Watch this video right here to learn how to instantly improve your pull-ups. So yeah, subscribe if you found value, like the video as well. See ya.